Finally, we have undeniable proof that professional sports is all rigged. And I'm going to show you that evidence in just a moment. Bear in mind that the coronavirus was officially characterized as a pandemic on March 11, 2020.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Also bear in mind that Novak Djokovic was ejected from the US Open in 2020 for hitting a lines lady, and in the background we see a mysterious 113.
We want to turn now to that bizarre moment at the U.S. Open that so many are talking about. Top-ranked tennis superstar Novak Djokovic abruptly disqualified from the tournament after he hit a ball toward the backboard and struck a line judge in the throat.
Now consider the fact that Novak Djokovic's recent 33-game winning streak came to an end in Melbourne at the Australian Open.
It is the first time that Novak has lost at the Australian Open period since 2018. He was on a 33-match win streak.
So we have this curious collection of 113 when the coronavirus began officially, according to the World Health Organization. We have the 113 in the background when Novak was sensationally ejected from the US Open. And Novak Djokovic's recent 33-game winning streak came to an end against a sinner. So what is my evidence, my undeniable evidence that professional sports are all rigged? I'll present it to you right now. On the screen is Andy Murray, a multiple Grand Slam winner. Listen to what he has to say in this leaked footage that I've got my hands on.
I mean, I think that's what people don't realize. Like, it's all just scripted. Like, the players, the matches, it's all just kind of made up.
It's all just scripted. It's all just made up. I've got more where that came from. Here we see covert footage from behind the scenes of this professional sports organization rigging the event.
It's a bit like, wrestling or the reality TV shows. Like, none of it's real.
He just told you, in no uncertain terms, none of this is real.
Welcome everyone. As usual, you know what we're here to do. Main storylines for the season. Where do you want to start? The start of any season is exciting. Seeing how words come to life, it's a real buzz.
We usually get our storylines at the start of the year, and yeah, we just try to make everything look natural. Let's face it, people are stupid, so they'll buy anything.
You just heard what Andy Murray said. The people are stupid and they'll buy anything.
Well, I've been part of this show for 16, 17 years, or ATP seasons, as we call them.
That's a good place to end this. Okay, so obviously they're taking the piss, and I was taking the piss at the beginning of this video. I don't believe professional sports are all rigged, but I know that a lot of you guys do. And if that's the case, I've got a podcast available for free where I go through some of the evidence with a gentleman, a YouTuber, whose channel gets hundreds of thousands of views, where he looks at what he believes are magnets in the balls. That's link 1 in the show notes below. However, if you want a more nuanced appraisal to explain these bizarre coincidences, whether you think sports are all real or all fake, it is strange that Novak Djokovic was not allowed to play at the Australian Open because of his no-vac stance.
The Australian Open is about to begin in Melbourne without its defending men's champion. Novak Djokovic has been deported after losing his legal challenge to the cancelling of his visa. The judges ruled in favour of the Australian government, who said his refusal to be vaccinated against COVID made him a threat to public health.
He would later come back and continue his winning streak, which would end after 33 wins. So Novak wasn't allowed into Melbourne. Eventually he was allowed back. His winning streak ends at 33 wins. This coronavirus began on 113 as far as the World Health Organization characterization of the pandemic begins, and Novak Djokovic was ejected from the US Open in 2020 for hitting a line lady, and in the background was a 113. If pro sports are mostly real, which I believe that they are, it does beg the question, how could such remarkable coincidences occur? So if you want a more nuanced appraisal of that, a different explanation, check link number 2 to my new 3-part series, Falling Down the rabbit hole. That video presentation is only available to people who treat themselves to good things. It does cost a little bit of money, like most things that we enjoy in this world. So that's only for the members of johnthebond.com. So if you cannot afford to treat yourself, or you don't like to treat yourself, go to link number 1. The Bonversation concerning rigged sports is the first link, and that's available for free. And let me know in the comment section below, how do you explain the 113, the 33 involving the Novak Djokovic? Give me your comments in the comment section below, and make sure you go and check those links.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
So many are talking about top-ranked tennis superstar Novak Djokovic,
who's on a 33-match win streak.